People are constantly moving and changing environments, and the essential pieces of furniture, such as a chair, a table, or a lamp, are the ones that they feel less attracted to because of the lack of ease to use and transport to these new environments. So, this sort of boundary became a new opportunity and a new conversation.
So in essence, olim became the acceleration of the personal and emotional connection between the modern nomad and his furniture. After extensive research and interviews, we realized that the best way to go about this idea would be to appeal to the sense of touch and personalization. And the beauty behind this would be that someone with a really minimalistic aesthetic could be owning the same furniture frame as someone that is completely the opposite. And the only thing that would change is the fabric. We ended up designing 3 different fabrics that appeal to 3 different personalities or 3 different stages in the life of the modern nomad.
The story with how the process of the fabric was made is that we wanted to incorporate something that was hand done. It's hand woven textiles, and they are made in an 8 harness loop. Every time and for every different pattern, it was threaded in a different way and had different color combinations accordingly to each one of the sets that were being designed. But what links them together is that they're very geometrical. The patterns are very geometrical, but at the same time, they are very organic due to the color flow that the color combinations and the lines that were intrinsically put it into the woven structures. Playing with different materials that were eco-friendly and kind of fair trade. So not only use fiber that was eco-friendly, such as recycle and reclaimed silk, banana fibers, and organic cotton, but we also try to support companies that aim for that extra mile, going a little bit further and trying to help communities and boost communities. So because olim is all about that, nomads made a very important footprint where they went, and nomads were normally those gypsies that brought new inventions, and they were normally the person that introduced new things to the community and actually helped the community grow. When thinking about attaching them and how the mechanism of it was going to work, we brainstormed into different mechanisms.
Finding a way to connect the fabric that we had designed to the existing frames by way of knots for us was a way to root back to the nomadic cultures that place the symbolism in these very simple notions or emotions, and it was a way to keep this tradition going. When we were designing olim, something that we really tried to incorporate was a sense of identity, but also of versatility within the pieces. To us, it became very important to be able to allow people, whoever it was that uses our pieces or our furniture, that takes them on these different adventures in these different locations, to be able to express themselves completely, but also to not allow the pieces to be too dictative of what they should be used for. Through the 2 types of wood that we use for olim, we wanted to convey the 2 different types of perspectives or of looks of what our designs could manifest. So one is looks more simple and more high-end, but the other one looks a little bit more contemporary and more forward-thinking. Through the angularity and some of the design elements of olim, what we wanted to combine was both traditional and contemporary methods of producing the pieces. So we did a lot of the work by hand, but with the help of CNC milling and other types of machinery, we were able to kind of erase that boundary of seeing which pieces were handmade and which pieces were done through CNC.
one of the very cool idea that we came up with is that you don't actually need tools to disassemble or assemble the pieces. So to prove this concept, we actually took the pieces on the plane to London.
The beautiful thing about this project is that it has the ability to connect with anyone that has had to leave something behind and to embrace a new beginning.
Being able to take olim with us and showcase it at London Design Week was a remarkable experience because I feel that olim is a representation of all these people around the world who are hungry for a new culture, but at the same time feel this attachment to memories and to their belongings. So we wanted to be able to express this idea, and being able to do it in London was definitely an experience that I think we'll remember forever.
My hair's growing. It's good.